So I was just about to head out of the house and go run some errands. And I wanted to wear my triggered t-shirt because, once again, the Second Amendment is under attack. So I feel like it's important to go out there and defend what you believe in. But I was reminded of something that Joe Rogan said on his podcast yesterday or the day before in regards to the Las Vegas shooting, where he basically said that it's insensitive to die hard defend the Second Amendment in the wake of the Las Vegas shooting. Here's the clip.
Yeah, I've seen some tweets from some NRA supporters the last day and a half that have just fucking stunned me. Where just shut the fuck up, man.
Right.
Just realize where the state of all this is right now and shut the fuck up. And by the way, there's a video that's going around that somebody's put up about me talking about gun control. It is not a recent video. I don't know when it's from, but people are putting it up now about me destroying the gun control argument. It would be very insensitive for me to do that and to put that up right now, and I didn't. It had nothing to do with, I don't know when it was. I think it was from a year or so ago, but the idea that these people, these NRA supporters, would go and tweet these pro-gun messages and get crazy with it now is exactly what you're saying. They're digging their heels in. They're supporting their team.
So I was going to go out with my triggered shirt, but then I suddenly thought to myself, man, would it be insensitive? Would going out in public with a shirt like this, or as Joe Rogan referenced, going on Twitter and just die hard defending the Second Amendment, is that somehow insensitive to the victims of the Las Vegas shooting? Is that somehow a bad thing? And, liberalism is all about making you feel guilty for something you didn't do. That's the whole fucking thing. So I suddenly realized that even though I had an impulse to feel guilty, like I'm somehow the bad guy, I suddenly realized that's right. I'm not the bad guy. First of all, Hillary Clinton, you want to talk about people taking a political stance after the Las Vegas shooting and demanding certain things? Hillary Clinton, and let's talk about NRA supporters, says Joe Rogan. Let's talk about Hillary Clinton. Let's talk about how Hillary Clinton was out there trashing the NRA and trashing anybody who supports a freer and open access to guns, even though fundamentally guns is not the key factor in a mass shooting. That sounds crazy, I know, right? But are trucks the key factor in a mass truck run-over terrorist attack like you had in Nice, France? With over 100 killed when a guy got in a giant truck and mowed down pedestrians? Okay? Is the pressure cooker the key factor when a pressure cooker bomb is used to blow people up? No. Guns, trucks, inanimate objects are not the key factor. So when Hillary Clinton and gun grabbers try to make a mass shooting, the deaths of innocent people, they try to twist it into an argument against banning guns, there is no rational or logical basis for it. Again, in yesterday's video, I made a reference to Switzerland, where gun ownership is probably more ubiquitous, more normal in Switzerland than it is even here in America. Yet Switzerland has some of the lowest gun crime rates in the entire planet. So clearly, the ownership of guns is not correlated to whether or not people are getting killed by guns. That should be obvious considering that guns are just inanimate objects. You have to get to the root cause, which is evil, which is mental illness, which is maybe poverty because you're fucking desperate, so you're going to mug somebody and shoot them down, etc., etc., etc. Find the root causes. So, when I feel inclined to put on a shirt like this that supports the Second Amendment, that supports the right to defend myself in ways that I see fit, wearing this shirt is actually a form of self-defense. Self-defense against aggressive liberals on the offensive, trying to demonize guns when they are not the key factor in what resulted in the loss of lives, because are trucks the key factor? Are pressure cooker bombs a key factor? There's a deeper factor aside from the inanimate object that is resulting in the loss of lives. And by the way, trucks in Nice, over 100 killed. I don't think there's ever been a mass shooting with over 100 people killed. Trucks are almost more effective than guns. So where's the calls for truck control? There are none. So, there's no reason for me to feel ashamed. There's no reason for me to feel guilty if I decide I want to wear this shirt out in public. Because I'm not the aggressor. The whole reason I like the Second Amendment is because of self-defense. Not because I want to aggressively go out there. It's to defend myself. And in reality, When people who support the Second Amendment are out on Twitter, like Joe Rogan mentioned, die hard defending their positions, that's an act of self-defense. Against an ideological act of self-defense against liberals using irrational and disingenuous, dishonest arguments to trash guns as if they're the root cause of the problem when they are not. And there's so many other examples. Switzerland is just one of many, debunking the gun control argument. So there's no shame in wearing this fucking shirt, and there's no shame in die hard defending the Second Amendment. You're not being insensitive to the victims. You're being insensitive to disingenuous liberal gun grabbers. So there you have it. Do not be ashamed to support the Second Amendment in times like these. Thank you guys for watching. Links to the shirts are below. Take care.